1 week from Saturday, voters will decide how the city of Austin regulates ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft.
But this could be the opening shot of a battle played out on a larger scale. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen shows us how the state could get involved next year.
While Austin is set to vote on Uber and Lyft regulations, advocates brought the debate to 9th and Congress. Both sides took their case to a Texas Public Policy Foundation forum.
All innovation is disruptive, but not all disruption is innovative. And I think that's what we're seeing with Uber and Lyft in a lot of cases.
Handles have been replaced by electricity, and Blockbuster has been replaced by Netflix. And I mean, there's a lot of different examples that we can point to.
The conversation turned to the state getting involved next January. Senator Don Huffines told the audience he'd push for a bill to ban fingerprint regulations across the entire state of Texas and let the free market work on its own.
So we're going to level the playing field by making sure there are no regulations for any of the ride-sharing companies or for the cab companies.
Impacting not just Austin, but Houston, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and other cities in a scuffle with Uber and Lyft.
I think the thing to remember is the state legislators represent their local communities.
Councilmember Ann Kitchen says she isn't exactly afraid of the state stepping in. Lawmakers from the big cities could band together to keep regulatory power in the hands of city councils. And while voters will decide Austin rules May 7th, the fight might not be over until state lawmakers have their say. Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
Uber and Lyft both have 8 lobbyists registered with the state this year to push their agendas to state lawmakers. Last year, some lawmakers tried to pass statewide regulations, but their efforts failed. Their proposal called for requiring companies to perform local and national background checks, which Uber and Lyft say they already do. It would have kept anyone with more than 3 moving violations in the last 3 years and more serious crimes from driving. The law would also have kept cities from requiring a license or putting other restrictions on rideshare drivers. But lawmakers have passed rules not allowing cities to add restrictions on top of state laws. Last year, Governor Greg Abbott signed a bill preempting local efforts to regulate some oil and gas activities. The law came after the city of Denton voted to ban fracking in city limits. That's when liquid is injected into the ground to extract gas. Many believe it caused a string of earthquakes to begin across North Texas.